What up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Redirect. I want to welcome back all the current viewers, any new viewers out there. We just want to say thank y'all for watching us, and we know we've been going for a minute, but we are finally back. Just a reminder, I'm Karan, the young, handsome stud of the podcast, and here we have Devon.
I am the historian and the cultural person
He's a
public
loser.
of the podcast, and we bring both components together to make Redirect for you.
And that's what we want to do today. We want to be able to come and redirect your attention a little bit, during this quarantine time. We know it's been hard for people, but we want to try to bring some relief to y'all, maybe some comedy or whatever, just to take your attention away from the stresses in life. So what's going on, Devon?
I like the comedy that you started off with. You told me something young. You ain't young.
I am young. Might not be younger than you.
You started off with jokes.
I might not be younger than you, but I'm young. You're a whole baby out here.
I feel old though, but I'm gonna answer the question you asked me. I didn't forget. You said how's everything been going?
Yeah,
bro, honestly, things been kind of hard. As you said, we took a break. We didn't know that our break was going to be this long.
Nope.
Like everybody, the coronavirus kind of like surprised us. So the plan was to like take a week off or maybe
we were there like a week or two. We like think, okay, maybe 2 weeks and we'd be good, and we come right back like that didn't happen.
And we were gonna come back, but things changed. Work situations changed. Karan still had class. I still had stuff to do. Stress, anxiety was also a part of it. But we've been planning and we're here now.
Yeah, because we haven't been ignoring the podcast. Like I said, things just came up. I know, like Devon is working stuff. Me still school because all my college classes transitioned to online classes, and it's just been a whole nother beast to deal with.
Absolutely. In the wake of all this uncertainty, you know what I mean?
Yes, definitely.
But we did redirect ourselves. We had a conversation about the podcast. We was like, we want to bring it back. Some things we can do to improve. So, just the podcast has always been on our mind. Our small amount of viewers, you guys have been on our mind. We've been wanting to bring you back content, and we're finally back. So we hope you guys enjoy what we're gonna be talking about today. How you been though? I mean, I know, but they don't know.
I've been better since Friday about 12. Well, make that Saturday at midnight. I've been feeling a lot better because I turned in my last assignment, and I just been feeling good because all that stress of having to do schoolwork, papers, and all that still while in quarantine, that stuff was stressing me out. Trying to get that, I had zero motivation to do any work whatsoever. Yeah. And I was telling one of my friends, like, if I could just like go to the library, get out of my comfort zone to do some work, I would have been good. But me doing work at home has never been my forte. I always need to get out the house and do work. But
you tried driving to the library and sitting in the library's parking lot with your laptop.
No, I did not. I would never do that. It's a ridiculous idea. Because once my laptop died, I'm going to have to go right back home, charge back up, and then go right back to the library?
Yeah.
Dumb idea. But maybe lose my train of thought. But yeah, after I turned in all my assignments and stuff, I've been good now. So it's trying to find things to fill my time to be somewhat productive to myself, not necessarily productive in trying to like find new skills and all this, that. Because I don't feel like you have to come out of this quarantine with a new skill. You need to come out of this quarantine sane. Make sure your mental health is still good. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. I mean, on top of that, healthy.
Yeah.
Like, you got to come out of this healthy.
But I never thought I would say this. I got tired of eating pizza rolls. You know how good pizza rolls are? I ate a whole bag. Shit, crazy. Ate a whole bag. And got to the second bag. I'm like, I'm tired of this. I'm just getting tired of the food inside the house.
Yeah. Eating the same foods over and over again?
Yes.
Yeah. It happens. What I was saying, we know people, it's been hard. People have lost their lives. So that's been a tragedy part of it. But, the main focus got to be healthy. And that means all types of health. So like you were saying, mental health, physical health has to be a part of it. That's got to be number one. If you ain't here, your mental health don't mean nothing. So making sure that, you're taking vitamins, supplements if you do that. Get some kind of exercise and take care of your mental health. So what have you been doing to take care of your mental health? Mr. Counselor, man, therapist, man.
Yeah. Almost one more semester and I'll be Mr. Counselor, man, for sure. Some things I've been doing, I've been painting and whatnot, and I've been wanting to do another one since I actually finished my work. So I did 2 paintings so far, listened to a lot of music, watched some TV. My little brother DK, he's been taking up guitar now, and I did like a FaceTime lesson with him, so that's trying to slowly get me back into playing guitar a little bit more than I should.
Okay.
And I also been drinking a lot of water, like a lot of lemon water. I make sure I've been drinking a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to stay healthy some ways. Yeah, what about you?
That's what's up. I started off not doing anything. I believe in what you said, that this doesn't have to be a time where you formulate some master business plan and, find the keys to life. Like, if this is just a time for you to remain stable and if your stability and normalcy looks like you just kind of chilling, then that's what it'd be like. So that's how I started off. But eventually, lately, I've been thinking about business plans, building wealth, things of that nature, like changing the trajectory of my life so it could be, I don't want to say better because my life isn't bad, but just setting the foundation for my future.
There's always room for improvement.
Absolutely. So I've been looking into like investing and things of that nature.
I know, go back to the whole, you don't have to come out of this with like a new skill set and master keys and all that. I remember when I first saw like the meme for that on like Facebook and Instagram and all that, it did make me feel kind of bad. Like, dang, is this the perfect time to like come up with a new skill, do this, that, and the third, start something new? Now, like I said earlier, like this, I don't necessarily have to do that. Like, I feel like that meme was like, it was to push people to like, to encourage them. But also at the same time, it was kind of like, if you ain't doing this, then what you doing with your life? Like, what you doing with your quarantine life? It's like that college commercial. Man, I see you over there sitting on the couch doing nothing with your life. Go ahead and call up ECPI. Like,
I remember that.
You don't know my life. So at first, like, I was trying to like formulate ideas in my head. No, I got to come out with something. I got to do something. Like, this is the perfect time. And after a while, I was like, my mental health, my sanity is where I need to come out of this in good shape. Granted, no, there's always going to be time to come up with a master plan or something. Like, it's going to be there for you later. But my mental health and all that physical health, that's not always going to be. It's going to deteriorate over time, and I don't need it to deteriorate fast right now. So I need to make sure I'm good now.
You don't want to add the extra pressure. If it would be extra pressure to try to like be like, I need to come up with a business, or I need to lose 20 pounds, or I need to learn a new skill. Like, if you're already stressed out, that can just add a whole nother layer of stress that can add to you becoming sick, which defeats the purpose, right? Like, what's the point if you get sick? It doesn't matter if you have a new skill. You know what I mean? Like, your health has to be number one. And like we're saying, if that means you sit on the couch, you wake up at 12 p.m. and you sit on the couch and watch TV and you talk to your friends, and you maybe do one thing that you consider productive. I mean, at least you're still alive and you're still here, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, you got to find what's productive to you. Don't let society and other people tell you what's productive, like what you need to be doing to be productive in life. No, what's productive to you? What's productive to you might not be productive to somebody else. It's all about perspectives and everything.
Boy, that is so important. Understanding perspectives, and that everybody has their own perspective and everybody has their own path in life. That'll change your life right there when you understand that.
And I don't think everybody understands perspectives, boy. Because sometimes people, they think just in a sense narrow-minded, and they kind of put their perspective on everybody, and that is frustrating.
Yeah, the way you view the world is going to be different from everybody else, and that's the beauty of it. Like, we shouldn't all think the same.
Yeah, we could be born as I don't know what if you all thought the same.
Exactly, and we all don't have to do the same thing.
Yeah, if we did, we'd be a boring world.
It sure would. Which leads us to the topic that we wanted to discuss today. What does it mean to live your best life? What does it mean? What does that look like? How do you do it? And what are you doing to get it? So I'm going to put that to you. First, I'm going to ask you in your own words, what does that mean to you, living your best life?
To me, living my best life is me living my life to my fullest, know that I'm happy, whatever's making me happy, I'm doing that. If I enjoy this is what I like to enjoy to do, so this is me living my best life. Granted, I know people see that differently, but like I said, this is not me living your best life. This is me living my best life. If me living my best life is waking up 12 p.m. on a weekend, playing video games for 2-3 hours with my family, then go get something to eat and come back home and watch TV till I fall asleep, that's my best life for that day. That's what I wanted to do for that day, and I set my mind to achieve it, and I did it. That was my best life for that day. That's it.
I thought you were going to say something.
I mean, I thought about saying something else, but like I was going to say, if I do that one Saturday, that doesn't necessarily mean I want to do that every single Saturday. That's all I want to do for my life. That's all that there is to it to live my best life. Yes, there is more to it, but sometimes you're in situations where you can't just jump up and jump on a plane to Aruba or something like that and go live your best life over there. So I'm gonna live the best I can over here.
So you're saying that it changes from day to day? Basically.
It can, okay. Yeah. Okay. What about you?
Me, the way I can explain it is if I explain what it would look like for me to live my best life. It's me being healthy. It's me being happy. It's me not having unnecessary stresses in my life. As I say unnecessary, because you're always gonna have stress.
Yeah.
It's me having people around me that love, support, and care for me. It's me being able to do things that I love. It's me having resources to buy the things that I want and the things that I need, honestly. It's me taking trips, traveling, learning, not having to work jobs that don't feed my soul. Me living my best life is me doing something that I can enjoy.
I was gonna say happy for you.
Yeah, that compensates me fairly. And I can just enjoy my life in a way that I'm happy with. And I think as a society, we struggle with this whole notion of living our best life because we have so many different examples from everybody else of what they're doing. So some people are, like you said, getting on a plane next week and going to, well, not during this time, but prior to this, getting on a plane and going to Aruba or Jamaica or whatever, or going to the NFL, or they got cast in a movie or a TV show or whatever the case may be. And we look at that and we're like, man, I should be doing that. Why isn't my life like that?
And social media, boy, is a killer for that. Absolutely. I feel like for me personally, yes, I want to be able to go out there and travel and stuff like that. I want to live my best life too. But as of this moment in my life, I'm not capable of doing that. So I have to do what I'm capable of doing right now to live my best life. And then when I get to a certain point, then I can go, evolve and live my best life, maybe go travel somewhere. But as of right now, as a college student, I can't do it. So it don't make no sense for me to try to stress myself out to go live my best life. Am I really living my best life then if I had to stress myself out to get there?
I mean, it depends on the person. For you, no, because you just identified that it wouldn't. Yeah. But for some people, they don't care. And I guess that's the whole point of it is do what works for you.
Yeah.
Because some people, like I said, they thrive under pressure. They will have an assignment due on Thursday night and they'll go travel somewhere on Friday morning and, come back Sunday night or whatever. It just depends on the individual and you have to find out what works for you.
Yeah, definitely.
So how do you find, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, you can't force your perspective and stuff onto other people. But what you best say?
Nah. I was going to say, how do you find your purpose? How do you find what your best life is?
Part of me wants to say just going out, trying new things. Trying things that you're comfortable with and trying things that, a little bit out your comfort zone. Now, don't go to no extreme, and if you got arachnophobia or something like that, don't go spider hunting. That might just go drive you crazy.
Yeah.
But just trying new things in life, That's why I like to try to meet people who definitely different from me because they can show me new things in life that I never experience before. And if I like it, I can continue doing it. If I don't, then okay, I tried it once, I'm done. I like to be the type of person at least try something at least once to see how it was.
Hold on.
Yeah, people busting up in your room and whatnot.
Oh, because we work from home. But I'm sorry. Repeat the last thing you said.
I said, you got people busting up in your house and whatnot. I mean, your room.
So. So you gonna have to.
You got that look on your face. I can't wait to get my own plate. God dang it.
You got to say what you said prior to you saying people busting in your room.
Yeah.
I ain't living my best life right now, y'all.
But nah, I mean, right now.
For real?
Oh, no, you good now. Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to go over what you said, and I don't know what the last thing you said. So
I haven't forgotten that until you. I forgot now until you done distracted me.
You got to redirect.
You took my focus off and lost all train of thought.
My bad. We were talking about identifying what your best life is. How do you find what your best life is? You said you have to try new things. You have to go out there
try new things. Yeah, try new things. Experience life. Like you don't have to go out there and, like I said, and go out there and do all the crazy things and whatnot. No, some things just might not be for you. Like I know some things are just not for me, so I'm not really caring to try to do certain things. But I know I don't care for it at all. Like you want to get out there and, like I said, you want to get out there and go bungee jumping, go do it. No, I said try it once. If you liked it, cool. You keep doing it if you want. If not, okay. I tried it once. It wasn't for me, but at least I said I can try it. But find out what you thoroughly enjoy doing, and then enjoy it. It's even better when you can enjoy it with other people who enjoy that too.
Yeah, that makes it a whole lot better.
Yes.
I want to add to that because I know this is something that has bothered me for when I was younger, and sometimes still now, to be honest. Struggling with not knowing what you want to do, or with not knowing what your best life is or what your purpose is, and wanting to know and wanting to have it now and not wanting to go through the process, Yeah. Because don't it seem like some people are just kind of born, they know what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Like some people, they're kids, they're like, I'm going to go be a scientist, and they actually go and they become a scientist or whatever, or a teacher or a police officer or something like that. But that's not the case for probably most people. Most people are like, I know when I was a kid, I wanted to be everything. I wanted to be a zookeeper. I wanted to be a scientist.
You want to do it all.
I want to do it all, but you get older and your interests change. And obviously, I'm not a zookeeper or a scientist, but those are the things that I explored. And you just gotta be okay with being patient.
Yeah.
Which is another key component of all of this, living your best life, of dealing with this pandemic, is patience. Yeah. Of understanding that you can't rush the process and being okay with that.
Man, I just came to my mind. I was watching this anime over the pandemic. And, anime be dropping some key knowledge and cracking eggs and knowledge from people's heads and whatnot for real, and people be sleeping on it. But I'm gonna give you the gist of it because I can't remember it word for word. But it was basically like you see your destination. Yes, you're gonna enjoy it when you get there, but enjoy the steps there because usually the steps there, you meet the people you need to meet. You do little things that you didn't do before. You learn new things and you try new things, and that's usually the fun part about getting to that destination. Like sometimes the destination might not be as fun as the journey in a sense.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, that the journey is more important than the destination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, about that journey, you can find out some of the things that you really enjoy as your best life and whatnot. And
sometimes that journey will change the destination, right? Like how many times have you done something and you started and you may have got like a quarter or halfway there, and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I found
because
something
the journey helps you identify that.
Yeah, it's like I found something else way more interesting. I'm gonna do this instead. I
And
wouldn't have found out if I didn't try this though.
And I think we have to be okay with understanding that the destination honestly is a question mark.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, like we can set out and say, I'm going to work to become, we're going to work to become the number one podcast in the world, right? That can be what we identify as our destination.
Yeah.
But along the journey, like, you know, we might change our minds. We might say, nah, we want to have a TV show, or we have like a talk show or something like that, or we want to be actors or something like that. So the destination changes, but we only learned about that because of the journey, right?
Yeah.
Which ultimately led us to something more fulfilling. Hopefully something more fulfilling,
yeah,
not hopefully. something not something dangerous. I don't know what you'd be like, I want to go do something else. I don't know. You know,
I be out here wilding.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I be out here wilding.
You do.
No, I do not.
You do.
I be chilling, laid back. I just be chilling.
I don't know. I'm the chill.
Okay, but yeah. I wanted to ask you this: what are some ways that people had tried to force you to live your best life?
Okay, here's gonna be my disclaimer. I feel like every time people have tried to push me in a certain way, it has been for they've understood that it's been to help me, right? Mm-hmm. So most of this came about when I went to college, or like, you know, thinking about going to college, and it was like, you should study this, or you should get a degree in that, you know, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Or I even got, you shouldn't go to college, because you can make more money doing something else. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, I did what was best for me, which I tend to do, but that's what I got is people like, hey man, that degree you getting, that ain't it. You need to go be an engineer or something. And I was just like, wait, I mean, you gonna do this engineer work? Because
right,
the last time I had a math class, your boy was struggling. So
I know you mean well, but this is clearly not for me. I know, like I tell people, I know my limitations. I know I cannot do that.
And you can push past limitations sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, that ain't in my heart to be an engineer, you know? Nah. I wouldn't be happy.
If I'm pushing through my limits, I'm pushing through something I really want.
Yeah. What about you? Who has tried to force you to do something or has persuaded you to do something?
I'm not going to say who. I'm going to say some things that people try to force me to live my best life. Okay. Simple things. Quite sure a lot of people get this.
I already know who it is.
I ain't saying people names, but things like going out to clubs and stuff like that. Everybody know Karana's not a club person. I tried it before, and it just wasn't me. I felt like a fish out of water. Yeah. And I'm just, and you see people posting stuff online nowadays. Nothing against it. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Just know that I don't. Please don't invite me to come do it with you. But like I just see people this up there, recording themselves, lip singing and whatnot the whole time they're standing there. I'm like, you go to the club, get dressed up, and just stand there and record yourself lip singing. I could do that at home. And I guess it's a different environment, loud music, but yeah. And then another thing is drinking. Now, if anything, I'm a social drinker. I don't drink a lot for real. And then of course, people trying to force me to drink to have fun. I'm like, why can't I have fun without drinking? I think I'm pretty funny without drinking, so I don't need to get drunk. And the times I have drunk, got really drink and whatnot, I'm knocked out. So what's the fun in that? I ain't fun to nobody at that point.
You know what I got from that?
What?
Different strokes for different folks.
Exactly. And that's, like I said, that's hard for people to understand at times.
Because I didn't hear you saying like you shouldn't go to the club. I didn't hear you say that you shouldn't drink certain beverages. You just saying that that's not what works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not in what you feel like is in your life plan.
No.
And that's okay. People are different.
Definitely.
And you shouldn't look down on somebody because they don't want to do something that you do. I don't look down on people that don't meditate or what else is something that I do? play guitar or whatever, or listen to this. This is a good one. Listen to the kind of music that I listen to.
Yes. Ooh, I gave up on trying to put people on music a long time ago, boy. That's the most frustrating thing ever. I definitely learned early, like, people clearly have different music tastes and whatnot, so I'm not going to try to force it. If you ask me for something, okay, that's different, but I'm not going to try to put you on something.
Yeah. And honestly, now that we think about it, I think this all comes from people's need to put other people in a box so that they're more comfortable dealing with you, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't put me in a box. Like,
not your box, at least.
I'll listen to Kendrick Lamar 1 second, and then the next song that comes on will be Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then I'm listening to Big Crit, J. Cole, or Gangstar, and then the next song could be Bohemian Rhapsody, like, or Tennessee Whiskey, or like, you know, like Gorillaz or something. Like, my music taste is different because it's me. Like, I'm 3-dimensional. Like, I'm not a one-sided person. I don't just stick with what I feel like I am supposed to stick with, you know?
Yeah, because I was like that back in high school. I was only rap, only R&B. That's the only thing I listened to. And then my homeboy, he put me on NERD, and that changed the game for me right there. Ever since then, boy, I'm like, what? Black people playing instruments and sing? Okay, let's try this out.
Yeah, right.
Oh, behold, like I said, I listen to everything now.
Yeah, if it sounds good, like, why can't I enjoy it?
Exactly. Like, personally, I listen to J-pop music personally, and I enjoy it. I might not know what they're saying, but it sounds good. But trying to put somebody else on there, I don't know what they're saying. How can you like music? Music is music. No matter what language you speak, music is music.
It's the feeling you get from it, honestly.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Like, and I don't like all kinds of music, but like I said, if it sounds good, I like it.
Yeah.
It don't matter what genre. It don't matter who it's by. Like, if it sounds good, I like it.
Exactly. But I feel like, nowadays, I feel like people as a whole are starting to come more in terms with that. If it sounds good, it sounds good. But also, too, now think about it, if it ain't mainstream or popular, people ain't really trying to listen to it. A lot of people are stuck in that mainstream wave.
Yeah, not a lot of times.
But there are some people out there who are, accepting and more willing to try out different things. Bro, if you just a radio person, if you just listen to the radio and that's all you listen to, then I kind of lose some respect for you, ain't gonna lie. You know what? I can't sit in your car. But nah, let me stop playing. The worst thing is when you have a different taste in music and somebody else get in your car, and they're like, what do you listen to? And they go and try to change your music themselves while you're driving. And what makes me so angry about that, no matter who car I'm in, whatever music you're going to listen to, I'm not complaining because this is your car. You don't have to give me a ride. So I'm going to be respectful and listen to whatever music you listen to.
Yeah.
The guy, they get in my car, what is this? So now I'm always stuck with the stress of, okay, I'm going to go pick this person up. I need to try to find something on my phone real quick that they might like and whatnot. That is stressful trying to go through your phone and find music that this person might like.
Trying to accommodate other people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not fair as an individual. Like, why are you trying to have somebody change their behaviors and what they're doing to appease you?
Right.
That ain't right.
Well, the time I used to blast NERD in my car with other people, like, what did you listen to? Well, I try to play some Metallica or something. Well, what is this? Yeah. Or the worst was when I played music that was just instrumentals. This ain't got no words to it. Well, I ain't got no words for it. I need words to my music.
Make words in your head.
Right? Go acapella then, dang it.
Freestyle in your head.
Like, damn, I'm trying to relax and listen to this good music, and you over here killing my vibe.
The only time I'll say I do that sometimes too. I'm not gonna lie. I will do that. Especially like my sister's in the car and she's like, "What are you listening to?" I don't be listening to that crazy. I don't feel like it's something that I feel like is the same genre she likes, but she don't like that particular artist or whatever. Yeah. But the only time that I really, really will go out of my way to do it is if, like, I got my mom or somebody in the car and I'm playing music that has language that she doesn't, listen to. Out of respect, I'll be like, I'll play something different. Yeah. But other than that, it's like, you sit in my car. Like, this is what relaxes me when I drive. You know what I mean?
You're in my space.
Yeah. And we can compromise, but let the song play. and you can pick the next song. Don't try, as soon as the song come on, don't be like, nah, we can't listen to this. You can't listen to it. I'm fine listening to it. It's on my playlist. It's like
I'm not gonna say we got off task, we redirected to another topic, but you know another thing that gets me? I can't hear you. You know, another thing is when you listen to your music in your car and the person in the passenger seat don't have headphones but constantly watching videos out loud on their phone.
Yeah.
Whew, boy, that's not something stressful to me. I'm like, do you need some headphones? They be like, no. Yes, you do. Like, I'm not trying to listen to your video while I'm listening to my music. That's disrespectful. Yeah. Like, if I do that, personally, if I do that, I turn my thing out all the way like to like volume of 1 and do like this and try to hear it. I don't try to let my phone over encumber like the music playing in the car.
So I don't disturb you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess I just got no courtesy for the people. Some people just ain't got that for me.
I think it's all what we're talking about. It's all similar. It's doing things that make you happy. Not worried about other people, and as a person, respecting the wishes of other people.
Yes.
You know, like unless they're hurting themselves, but you know, like under quote unquote regular circumstances, respecting their wishes. If your friend says, nah, I'm not into that, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like if you feel like it's something beneficial, I mean, you can encourage them, but don't be pushy. You know what I mean? Like don't try to force them to do something, because that's just going to make them resistant even more anyways. But you got to respect people. You got to respect what people want to do. Yeah.
I feel like that's the type of person I am. Like, I feel like I know there's something you might not like, but I will try to encourage you to try it out, see if you like it at least once. But, you know, if you keep telling me, nah, that ain't me. You know what? I just want to offer you nothing else. Because clearly, you know, you're setting your ways on this is not for you. And I'm not going to disrupt that flow for you. Like, if you're really that adamant about it, okay, cool. I understand now you really don't want to try this out. I'm like, man, but if you tried it out, though, it'd be good. But, you know, just like you and My Hero Academia. Took you forever to try that joint out. You were so against it, too.
Yeah. Ooh, I mean, but that speaks to, we have said, like, doing what makes you happy and not pushing people to do things. But at the same time, you also should be open-minded. Like, don't shut things down just because you feel like it doesn't work with your life's plan. I know we kind of said that earlier, but at the same time, like, you should only do that, honestly, if you have tried it and you feel like, no, it don't work for me, then that's fine. But you can't just be like, nah, I ain't never gonna ride a horse. And the person like, why? Because it's like, okay, I mean, you got a reason? Nah.
I would say I would never ride a horse if I seen a horse kick the crap out of somebody. Now, if I witnessed that, I learned my lesson through him. I'm like,
It ain't the same horse though, bro.
Any horse is liable to kick you. They all have legs.
I mean, any person is liable to punch you in the face, but you still interact with people.
I'd rather take a punch to the face than a horse kick.
Yeah, that's a good saying. That'll ruin your whole life. A punch to the face might ruin your day. From a horse, that's gonna ruin
you in a hospital bed, boy.
You gonna be hurt.
That might just give me a little bit of trauma, Like, Dad, I just really witnessed that. But I don't think it would fully stop me if I had intentions on riding a horse one day. But if I never had any intentions, I'm like, I remember that time that boy got kicked in the face by that horse. I don't know about all that.
And I mean, trauma is a reason why people don't try things. And even that's okay. Like, that should be acceptable. You shouldn't be like, nah, man, that was 5 years ago when you saw that video, that boy getting kicked in the face, you know, or whatever the case may be. Like, you have to be respectful. Yeah. But you also got to be open-minded, because sometimes we don't know what we need. Yeah. And the thing that you feel like isn't going to work for you, that could be the best thing in your life. I heard of meditation before I started practicing regularly. Like, I never really looked into it though. I never sat and tried to do it. It wasn't until I was introduced to it, I started doing it, I started teaching it. I'm like, this works for me in my life. Other people may not feel that way, and that's okay. Yeah. But you shouldn't be like, this thing will never help me. Like, give some things a try. If you determine from there, I would say give things a try if it's not hurting you. If it's not going to hurt you, if it's not going to be something that's detrimental, to you or anybody else, give it a try.
Yeah.
And then after that, you can be like, it didn't work for me. Like, the meditation didn't work. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, I didn't feel nothing. And then it's like, okay, cool. Go about your business, do whatever you were doing.
As long as, like you said, something harmless and all that, yeah, it don't hurt to try. But if it's something extreme, then you might need to put some consideration and thought into it. Like jumping out of airplanes and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yes. I don't like heights. And see, that's one thing I feel like people have. They're like, hey, bro, you need to get on this roller coaster. It's so fast and it's so fun. I love them. And I'm like, key word, you said it. I is not me. Devon don't love it because it's too high and it's too fast. That's not me. That's not me living my best life because I'm afraid.
I'm surprised, as fast as you be driving and whatnot, I'm surprised you don't like roller coasters. I bet you
on the ground.
I bet you be out there speeding during this pandemic, boy. Like, ain't no people out there on the road.
Put my business out like that. Don't put my business out there like that.
They going 90
I don't
and
speed,
30.
y'all. I'm a safe driver.
They going 90 and 30.
I follow all the rules of the road all the time.
But I used to be terrified of roller coasters. And I remember one time I got on one joint, boy, when I was young. That joint started going, and I started crying. I cried the whole ride. It wasn't till I was in Florida with my dad, and this thing called a sky coaster. It's like a giant swing set. And they were like, Karan, you gonna get up there? I said, nope. My dad said he gonna get up there. I was like, well, shoot, I can't look like a little punk. I'm gonna get up there too. Well, I was scared the whole time, held on to my dad like this. But after that, though, that kind of conquered my fear of doing it.
Yeah.
But I said,
this was last year, everybody. This was last year.
Whatever. That was years ago. I was little. But just because I conquered my fear of it doesn't mean that somebody else will, because we all different people, so you still shouldn't try to force somebody into doing something. Because they got a real fear of it. Nah. They need some help getting through that. They need time.
Yeah. You know, one of my favorite books, it was life-changing for me, it's called The Four Agreements.
Mm-hmm.
And in The Four Agreements, the author talks about how we have agreements that were already set in place for us before we were born, and agreements that are made for us while we're small children, while we grow, and agreements made by our parents, our communities, and our society. And what the agreement really means is how you're being socialized. Mm-hmm. So I give an example. Little black boy grows up. He's socialized to believe that he can only enjoy rap music and R&B. The only sports he can like are football and basketball. He's supposed to have a certain kind of car, right? He's supposed to have he's supposed to dress a certain kind of way. He's supposed to talk a certain kind of way. He can't talk quote unquote white and all these different things like that. That's the example, right? What I want to bring up is, as a person, you can't help where you're born. Yep. You can't help the family you're born into. You can't help what you look like. But you can determine what you enjoy, and you can do those things.
Yeah.
And it sounds really simple. I mean, of course, there's some challenges in there because, pressure, peer pressure, stress, wanting to please other people. But as long as you're not hurting yourself and as long as you're not hurting anybody else, do what makes you happy.
Yeah, that's the main thing. As long as it ain't harming nobody else and whatnot, like I said, do what you want to do and makes you happy.
Yeah. And I think that kind of just ties this whole topic up. Identify what makes you happy, regardless of how long it takes, and do it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, I agree. It's hard, but stop worrying about societal norms and whatnot. What society says you have to do and what you can't do.
Nah,
you want to do it. Do it.
Because what your parents feel like you should be doesn't really mean anything. Not to disrespect anybody's parents or anybody's wishes or nothing. But just because you want your child to be a surgeon doesn't mean they want to be a surgeon, and doesn't mean that they would enjoy their life if they became a surgeon.
Yeah. They live up to your standards.
Yeah. So, moral of the story, be happy. Seek opportunities to be happy. Seek
Definitely.
people that will feed you and nurture your soul and encourage you and motivate you to be the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And stop worrying about what people think and say about you. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You're the one that has to live your life, not them.
Yeah. And people talking about you and saying stuff about you, that just, to me, that just means you're popular and you don't know, hot topic of the hour. They just want to talk about you. They want to talk about you so much, that's how popular you are.
Yeah.
Shoot. I think that kind of wraps up for this episode for us that we have here. Like I said, it feels good to be back finally, after felt like a 12-week hiatus or whatnot. But
almost 2 months.
It really been about 2 months. But yeah, finally back. We plan on keeping this going and whatnot. We're going to be back with y'all next week for another episode. We're going to have a good episode for y'all next week. I promise y'all that. And we're going to be on time and whatnot. But any last comments you want to say, Devon?
Nah, that's pretty much it. Everybody be safe. I know the last episode we had, we was encouraging people to wash their hands. Still wash your hands. Like this pandemic isn't over. Wash your hands. Be healthy. And if you're struggling during this time, like reach out to friends, family. Seek professional help if you need to.
Shoot, if you want to talk to us, we'll talk to you too. Yeah. We're not always crazy. We know what we talk about sometimes.
Devon's a therapist, guys.
Not yet. Well, Devon's a certified qualified mindful instructor. Mr. Certified Qualified.
I'm a qualified mental health professional / style.
Certified qualified. Well, thank y'all for allowing us to redirect your time. Thank you for allowing us to redirect you during this time or whatnot. I'm trying to read from the script and I'm doing terrible. Remember, self-love is the best love. That's what I always say. You don't love yourself, and who else gonna love you?
And remember, appreciate every moment.
All right.
Thank you guys, and peace.
Peace.